Run it back, nation. What is good? It's your boy DJ Eastwood. Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang. You know what to do. Hit the like button on the video. That helps me out greatly. That helps push this content through the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your notification bell on and put something in the comments. It doesn't matter what it is. It's all for the algo. Listen. A recent photo of James Harden emerges, and he looks skinny again. And it begs the question, is James Harden getting ready for training camp as a Philadelphia 76er? Obviously, he's been working. Is he getting ready to come back to training camp for the Sixers? Let's talk about it. So here is the most recent photo of James Harden that emerged on the interwebs. And as you can see, he looks like he's in pretty good basketball shape. The photo that I posted about a month ago at the Michael Rubin party. Let me remind you. There's the photo of James Harden at the Michael Rubin party. Wait, no, that's not it. Sorry, here is the photo of... All right, but for real, here is the photo that I posted a couple of months ago of James Harden and Michael Rubin together. James Harden enjoying some adult beverages as he does probably 50% of his free time. And, he looks about 20 pounds heavier there than he does in the one that was just recently posted. So as Sixers fans, whether you believe James Harden is coming to training camp for the Philadelphia 76ers or not, as Sixers fans, this does alleviate one thing. James Harden is not going to come to Philadelphia 76ers training camp in a fat suit, air quotes fat suit, or 30 pounds overweight like he did in Houston and cause some kind of ruckus, cause some kind of big spectacle, and try to start a bunch of drama and try to, let everyone know, hey, I don't want to be here, but you're forcing me to be here, so I ate cheeseburgers the whole summer and didn't work out. He's not going to do that. As you can see clearly, he's been putting in the work to be in good physical condition. That also begs the question, why? Well, here's why. James Harden is not an idiot. James Harden is a smart man. James Harden is obviously concerned about James Harden's future. That's why the whole thing with Daryl Morey went down with the contract negotiations. Who told the truth? Who lied? Who promised what? So James Harden knows, I did what I did in Houston. That was the first time. I then asked out of Brooklyn. He didn't pull what he pulled in Houston to get out of Brooklyn, but he asked out of Brooklyn. He knows I can't come into Sixers training camp overweight and act like an asshole. You know what I mean? Act like this big baby throwing a fit and tell everyone I don't want to be here and cause a ruckus. I can't do that because I'm 33 years old and I need NBA teams to want me on their squad. That's at the end of the day, that's what this is. James Harden needs NBA teams to want them on to want him on their team. He doesn't want to play for the Sixers, but he's between a rock and a hard place. Daryl Morey is not budging whatsoever. So he's saying, listen, I don't know if he's saying I'm coming to Sixers training camp, but I think he is saying I need to be in basketball shape. I need to show everyone that I'm dedicated, I'm putting in the work, so that they want me on their squad so that I can go somewhere else and get paid like I want to. Could also be this. The Clippers have not made a significant offer for James Harden. We are a couple of weeks away from training camp. James probably definitely still wants to be traded. So he could be saying, hey, listen, let me get into shape. Let me start posting some videos, start posting some clips, some photos. And then maybe the Clippers, if they see, hey, I 100% do not want to play for Daryl Morey. I 100% do want to play for you, and I'm in shape and ready to go. Maybe the Clippers will make a better offer for me to the Sixers, and then Daryl Morey will finally pull the trigger before training camp starts. I think that last point, that last scenario, that last thesis, I can't think of words today, but I think that last idea that I just came up with off the top of my head is probably the closest to being true in this situation. I think James is trying to show the Clippers that he's ready to go so that hopefully they make a better offer and hopefully Daryl Morey pulls the trigger. I do not think he's coming to Sixers training camp as Lagoated One on Twitter seems to think. This is a typical behavior of these James Harden stands on Twitter. They believe that James Harden is coming back to play for the Sixers, and I don't know why they think that, but hopefully he's doing this, and hopefully the Clippers make a better offer and Daryl Morey pulls the trigger, because I don't think James is coming to training camp. That's just what I think. You let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think James Harden is coming to training camp for the Philadelphia 76ers? Or do you think he's trying to show NBA teams that he's in shape so that the Clippers make a better offer? Let me know in the comments. And the last thing here is that, the NBA is trying to crack down on load management. The NBA has had a problem now for a couple of years. I remember a couple of years ago, nationally televised game between the Warriors, I think, and the San Antonio Spurs at the time. And Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, everybody was out. And it was nationally televised on ESPN. And obviously these companies pay a lot of money to air these games. And it's probably been a gripe for a while because they're paying for the game in hopes to get the ratings, in hopes to make a profit. If the star players aren't playing, the team that paid for the games... Got them seasonal allergies, boy. It's hitting me hard right now. The company that's paying for the game, if the star players aren't playing, they're not making the money. They're losing money. ESPN, TNT, whoever plays for a nationally televised game. You know what I mean? So the NBA's been trying to fix it for a while now. And Shams tweets this. NBA Board of Governors is expected to vote this week on new policy that a team is unable to rest 2 star players in the same game. Many league discussions over the past 1 to 2 years have centered around stars playing more, curbing load management. Now, I think it's odd, that they're like, all right, listen, you can rest guys, but you can't rest 2 stars in the same game. It's just weird that they threw that out there. Either say, hey, you can't rest guys. It's an 82-game season. You're getting paid this much money. The TV stations are paying this much money for the games. You got to play the games if you're healthy. So I don't really understand that. Also, what constitutes as 2 stars? Are we talking about all-star voting? Are we talking about first team All-NBA, whatever it is? I don't know. The third thing is, how can they make players play is what I'm saying. I think this is the issue they've had for a long time, because you can just say Joel Embiid has a sore knee. Can you not just say Joel Embiid has a sore knee? Can you not just say, hey, Joel woke up with a sore knee, he can't play today? How can you prove that Joel Embiid doesn't have a sore knee? You understand what I'm saying? This doesn't make sense to me. If James Harden and Joel Embiid both have a sore foot on Tuesday morning, how can the NBA say one of these guys has to play tonight? I don't understand how you can make them play. This has been the issue for a long time. This is the issue with Ben Simmons. When he didn't want to play anymore, he was like, all right, fine, my back hurts. You know what I mean? Oh, my neck hurts. Can't go tonight. Oh, I got calf tightness. I got hamstring tightness, lower back tightness. I don't understand how you can make players play. That's the whole issue. And listen, you can make up an injury, but you can't make up an injury for 2 players on the same day. I don't get it. And the reactions to this are hilarious because it's all about Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Kawhi, when he sees Paul George reporting his injury to the Clippers staff first. Hey. Kawhi and Paul George in the locker room deciding which one gets the rest for the night. Paul George and Kawhi being forced to play. This one's funny. Kawhi when Paul George sits out back-to-back games.
It's my turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You can talk all that you want to, yell and scream. You lost.
It is my turn.
You lost the game.
That's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments all your thoughts and opinions and all those types of things. I'm so ready for Sixers training camp to start. I'm ready for playback TV. I'm ready for the live shows recapping the games. Also, I want to do something cool this year to kind of break it up, to kind of have diversity in the content. You know, some people prefer the 10-minute game recap video. You know, they're on their way to work or they're sitting having coffee in the morning. They don't have time to tune into a whole hour-long show. They just want, you know, what'd you think of the game? A little 10-minute recap. So I will be doing the recap videos directly after the game, after every single game, at night. Literally, after the game ends, I will do the initial reaction video. At the end of that video, at the end of those videos, I'm going to post a phone number. And it's going to be I was going to say Hotmail. It's going to be a voicemail where you call in and give your thoughts, okay? The next morning, I'm going to go through all of those. I'm going to pick the best ones. And on the live show, the second half of the live show will be me reacting to the voicemails that were left from people who called in after the game. So I think that's a cool little thing I'm going to add to the show. And we're going to be rocking out all NBA season, man, right here on YouTube. On Playback TV. All the audio is going to be on Apple Podcasts and all the podcast platforms. I'm ready to go, man. It's been a long summer. Y'all hit the like button. I'm out of here. Peace.